No weapon. Michael. No overflow. Y'all too quiet for me. No weapon that is formed against you will prosper. Here's the part that blessed me. And every tongue that accuses you in judgment, you will condemn. I'm gonna read it again. No weapon that is formed against you will prosper, and every tongue that accuses you in judgment, you will condemn. Now, I want you to listen to this real quickly. Okay, it's gonna take me 4 weeks, so I need you to rock. I'm so crazy about this message, I'm almost tempted to preach here tomorrow night by myself and just stream it because it's in my spirit. No weapon that is formed against you will prosper. Every tongue that accuses you in judgment will be condemned. Here's the part that now that I'm 40 is blessing me the most. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their vindication is from me, declares the Lord. Look at somebody on your row and say, neighbor. I don't think y'all got it yet. Find another person. Say, neighbor. Since you're favored, do me one favor. Move different. You may be seated. I want to talk. That blessed me from the topic, move different. Move different. And everybody said, amen. No weapon that is formed against you will prosper. And every tongue that accuses you in judgment you will condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their vindication is from me, declares the Lord. I want you to leave here with 1,000 notes. Take really good notes. Note number 1, the enemy fights anointed people differently. I don't think you heard what I just said right there. The enemy fights anointed people differently. So what does that mean, PMJ? You're not just dealing with obstacles. When you're anointed, sometimes you deal with opposition. Did you write that? You're not just dealing with obstacles, you're dealing with opposition. The greater your calling, the more strategic the attacks become. The enemy doesn't use the same tactics on everyone. He tailors his attacks based on your gifts, purpose, and weaknesses. This is why I'm having church by myself already. You can't compare your battle to somebody else's. It's because the devil tailors his attack based off of your gift, purpose, and weakness. Please put that in your notes. Your attack was crafted based off of your gift, purpose, and weakness. This is why you can't compare your battle to everyone else's. Michael, I might run. Because your fight is different, because your future's different. Michael, your fight is different because your future's different. The reason your attack is different than their attack is not based off of where you are, it's based off of where you're going. Which means he intensifies your attack because he peeked over into your future and realized if I don't stop them in March, by November, I won't be able to do nothing with them. Which is why you gotta stop allowing people to convince you that something's wrong with you. You catch hell because something wrong with you. I don't catch hell because something wrong with me. Sometimes I'm catching hell because something's right with me. I'm preaching to 7 of y'all and y'all missed it already. Your fight is different because your future is different. And I'm gonna say this and only 3 of you gonna catch this. My future just took a radical shift because I made a decision in my present to stop running from what he called me to kill. I don't know who I just preached to in here. That's why I can't ask you to high five your neighbor because you don't know what their future look like. See, every now and again I can shout with you because we believe in God for the same stuff. But on this particular point, I can't shout with you because I'm not sure you're willing to do what I'm currently doing. More in the monitor. So this next praise ain't for a house, it ain't for a car, it ain't for a promotion, it ain't for money. My next praise is God equipped me so my future is intact. Am I preaching to anybody? If we're going to be equipped, put this in your notes, we have to understand the difference between obstacles and opposition. That's rich. Obstacles and opposition. If we're going to be different, this is heavy. You have to understand the difference between obstacles and opposition. What does that mean, PMJ? A lack of spiritual intelligence, it's on the screen, will cause you to confuse obstacles with opposition. A lack, here's a word you're going to hear us say for the next 30 to 60 days. Might want to go ahead and write it. Spiritual intelligence, not street smarts, not book smarts. The devil will put stuff in your life that the school didn't teach you, and he will take you through stuff that streets can't fix. Am I preaching to anybody? It's called spiritual intelligence. A lack of spiritual intelligence will cause you to confuse obstacles with opposition, which leads to either unnecessary frustration or wasted energy. I'm trying to be dignified today. And what I can tell you is the frustration you feel right now may be unnecessary. You may be unnecessarily frustrated and exhausted because you're wasting energy putting a strategy together for opposition that was really an obstacle. Because how you approach opposition and how you approach an obstacle ain't the same way. All right, so watch this. Why, Pastor Mike? Listen to your boy. Because not everything in your way is the enemy. Did you hear what I just said? Not everything in your way is the enemy. Some things are meant to develop you while others are designed to destroy you. I'm finna mess you up. Why do you need spiritual intelligence? Because if you don't have spiritual intelligence, you're going to be busy spending your whole week calling some a devil that's really development. You need spiritual intelligence because you're finna spend the rest of your week calling some a hater that's really a helper. You're going to be calling stuff that's an attack really an assignment. See, the reason I got to grow spiritually and get spiritual intelligence because I don't want to hit something I should have held on to. I don't want to hold on to something I should have beat up. Michael, I'm preaching to 3 of y'all. That's why 7 of y'all stressed out now because you fell in love with your assignment. Just because your assignment was attractive, you were never called to love it. You was called to lead it. Michael. So put this in your notes. Obstacles. Are you writing? Obstacles, opposition. All right, I put a chart. I hope they can see the chart. There it is. Obstacles. We're going to school. Obstacles, opposition. Y'all didn't even try to take notes on that. Y'all just put y'all. All right, make sure you get a good picture of me too. Y'all be posting me looking bad. So obstacles, opposition. Look at this. Obstacles, what's the definition? An obstacle, you can leave that up for a second. An overflow, make sure they can see this. I don't know how they're going to see it in overflow. I tell you what, because I hate coming off the screen. Just put it, however you got to put it, overflow. Y'all just stay with me if you can hear my voice. Obstacles, challenges that test your ability to persist, grow, and develop. That's the definition of an obstacle. What's the definition of opposition? Attacks. Specifically designed to stop or derail you from fulfilling your purpose. You missed it. What should your notes read, okay? Obstacles are challenges. Opposition is attacks. Obstacles, what's the source of the obstacle? Life, God's process, or natural circumstances. What's the source of an opposition? The enemy. Spiritual warfare, people used by the enemy, or systems set against your purpose. Do you see that? Do you see that? This is why you got to have spiritual intelligence. Because if you call an obstacle opposition, you're going to be fighting against God. Because God sends obstacles. The enemy sends opposition. Which is why, Michael, thank you. Put that in the notes, Leslie. Which is why Jonah prayed, but God wouldn't stop the storm. Because the storm was opposition. I'm sorry. The storm was an obstacle. Who sent the storm? God. He's praying to God to remove something that he sent. Which is why some of y'all are stressed out because you're like, I fasted and I prayed and God was like, that was cool, but I sent it. Why would I remove it if it ain't done working you? Am I preaching to anybody? God, Michael, will never take you out of something that he can develop you in. Why would God remove what he's placed in your life if he's trying to get something better out of your life? I'm preaching whether you receive it or not. Obstacles. What's the source of the obstacle? God. What's the source of the opposition? The enemy. What's the purpose of the obstacle? To prepare and strengthen you for the next level. What's the purpose of the opposition? To intimidate, distract, or destroy you before you reach. Are y'all sitting in the same church service as me? I wish I had somebody in overflow who could see somebody in overflow shouting and then tap them on the shoulder, then take some of y'all out of the sanctuary and then move you to overflow, because y'all looking at me like I'm not preaching today. The purpose of the obstacle is to prepare. The purpose of opposition is to distract. The response to obstacles is you overcome obstacles through wisdom, patience, and discipline. You overcome opposition when you discern opposition and fight it with spiritual strategy, not strength. I'm finna run. That's why some of y'all exhausted. You just like your pastor. All of us need to grow up in God. You just like your pastor. You done took on some of your pastor's traits. I'm strong. I can take a lot of stuff. I can take it. Hear me when I say this. I can go through hell, high water, anything you think of. And I got this unique ability that when you see me, you're not going to be able to tell. But the older I get, the more I realize that's not healthy. Y'all miss what I just said. It's cool because sometimes you got to be strong. But look at the definition. Put the definition on the screen. Look what it says. It says you discern opposition, watch this, with spiritual strategy, not strength. So the reason I'm always exhausted is because I'm trying to outstrong opposition. Oh my God. I am preaching too good for my own church today. No, put this in your notes. Why, Pastor Mike? Obstacles develop you. Opposition distracts you. Come back to me, Dre. Obstacles develop you. Opposition distracts you. That's your next note. Obstacles develop you. That's a lower third. Opposition distracts you. What does that mean? God says, I sent obstacles to your life because there's a part of you that is underdeveloped. Yeah, there's a part of you that's underdeveloped. I know what your next level look like. So I'm gonna put something in your present that's gonna develop you for your future. But if you ain't got spiritual intelligence, you're gonna think it's a problem, not a present. All right, I'm gonna say this how I feel it. If it don't make sense, I'll fix it. If you're gifted like you say you are, then the gifted sometimes gets gifts that don't make sense. Do I need to run that back? If you're as gifted as you say you are, sometimes the gifted gets gifts that don't make sense. Pastor Mike, I still don't get what you're saying. You gifted, right? You got an entrepreneurial gift. So what God will gift you with is with a nasty boss. He gifts you a nasty boss so you can see in the future what you should never be. I promise I'm finna go to overflow. Y'all keep playing with me. No, you are gifted. So sometimes God will gift you with an absent father to show you the type of parent you need to be. Sometimes God gifts you with poverty so you'll know how to manage your prosperity. That's why the text said, and the Lord causes all things to work together. And the problem with some of us is you are being upset about the gift that's really gonna shift your gifting. My God! Hear me. And so what I'm trying to get you spiritual intelligence for is you are misdiagnosing your gift. Yep. That just hit me right there. Oh, that just blessed me right there. No, God gave me a gift called denial. Yeah, when I tried to get that building over there by West End High School and then it didn't work. He gifted me with denial. When I tried to get the building like going toward Lawson State, right there where Etheridge Brothers used to be, get where the Piggly Wiggly used to be, bust that right. It's an old church that's just been sitting there for years. And I went and walked around that building. We went and prayed on the doorsteps of the building, sung worship. I preached in it with a hole in the ceiling, brought all my people. It still didn't work. He gifted me with denial. When I tried to buy the strip mall next to Forestdale, had the keys. We stood in church. I got the keys. It failed every inspection possible. I lost every dime I had on my earnest money. Didn't even have the legal representation to probably get certain, but he gifted me with failure. When I got Central Park and they told me it was a blessing and it ended up being the biggest nightmare I've ever had in my life. Everything that could go wrong in that building went wrong. If I fixed this, it broke this, and I'm sitting there like, God, he gifted me with failure. Only problem is, I didn't know it was a gift till it came time to negotiate this. Y'all miss what I just said right there. Now I'm sitting in the room with this like, no, we need inspections. I want to make sure we do so-and-so. Let's put this right here in escrow. I want to do so-and-so, so-and-so. Let's make sure we do an amortization sheet for XYZ. And they looking at us like, what school you went to? Failure. I went to the school of hard knocks, majored in hell, trials, and tribulation, but graduated summa cum laude because I knew God, what he had for me, the devil couldn't take from me. I got spiritual intelligence to discern an obstacle from opposition. Somebody shout yes. Now hear me. So look at this. Sit down. Y'all tripping, twin. Sit down, twin. Sit down. All right, so look at me. Obstacles. Are y'all still rocking with me? Y'all see why it's gonna take me like 5 weeks? I was up at 4 this morning like, can we start? I almost started church at 5 this morning and just said, y'all gotta get here when you get here. Why? Put this in your notes. This also why I just don't like doing 2 services, because I don't think I can preach it again. They're gonna have to watch this. No, put this in your notes. Obstacles are placed. Leslie, put that in the notes. Gifted, if you're as gifted as you say you are, sometimes what'd I say? All right, figure it out. Just rewind it. I'm gonna be at the 11:30 because put this in your notes. Obstacles are placed before you as part of the process to strengthen you. I'm not gonna finish today, it's cool. Obstacles are placed before you as part of the process to strengthen you. So I want you to catch this. I want you to do this favor for your boy, if you don't mind. Think about what you're going through right now. Based off of the chart I gave you, is it an obstacle or opposition? If it's opposition, you need to strap up. That's spiritual warfare. But if it's an obstacle, you need to lean in. If it's an opposition, devil, get out of my life. If it's an obstacle, Lord, whatever you're doing. Y'all missed what I just said, man. God. So look at this. Next note. Opposition is sent against you to prevent your progress. If you identify it as opposition, you have to readily know something's trying to hinder my progress. That's good. That's good. We said it at the same time. That's good. Remember David? Who did David kill? No. See what you did? See what you did? You see what you did? Who David killed? Huh? The lion and the bear. We run to his opposition and ignore his obstacles. Did you see that? You blessing me, Doc. I mean, you blessing me today. Do it one more time. Ooh, damn, you blessing me, Doc. No, so what did we do? Who David killed? Goliath. Because everybody, because we lack spiritual maturity, and we so ready to stunt, and you so addicted to clout, you so big to celebrate your opposition, and don't realize had it not been for your obstacles, you never would have overcome your opposition. Put this in your notes. Leslie, put this in the notes for me. Opposition, and then just put like an equal sign or a slash so you can remember it. Opposite. That just hit me on stage. It's opposition because it's opposite of where I'm going. Okay, all right. So say this is you. Say this is you. Opposition means they on defense. Obstacle means they on offense. If it's an obstacle, it came from somebody who's on my team. If it's opposition, it came from somebody I got to defeat. Did you catch that? Goliath was opposition. He wasn't just an enemy. He was assigned by the Philistines to stop Israel's destiny. So who sends, what's the source of obstacles? God. So that means if an obstacle comes in my life, that's really God pushing me. If opposition shows up because it comes from the enemy, that's them holding me back. Oh, that was good. Put this in your notes. If David had confused his obstacles with opposition, he would have quit before he got to Goliath. Man, why you got me out here fighting lions? I'm out here fighting bears. I ain't trying to be funny. That's what you sound like. This what you sound like right now. I ain't trying to be funny, but they came looking for a king and my own daddy didn't even invite me in the house. I'm so tired of this family. Every time I turn around, y'all got me out here in the field. I'm out here fighting wolves and lions and bears. Where did the lion even come from? That's how you do. You know, you get mad, you start coming up with some good revelations, don't it? This don't even make no sense, bro. I'm out here all night by myself. Don't nobody want to help me. Y'all sleeping in the house. I'm out here in the field. Ain't got nothing to eat. No woman, just sheep, flies. Can you imagine being out there? Then you look up at the house, they in the house kicking it. Every window looked like Home Alone when they was in there dancing. And you just out there in the field like, this ain't, man, this. You cussing right now, ain't you? Come on, don't be fake today. You cussing. No, they got the right one. I'm the only one doing so-and-so, so-and-so. I'm doing so-and-so, so-and-so. Old buddy came to the house and said, I'm the one. Then they gonna send me back to the field? Real talk, I should be king right now. He would have quit. 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 My first service at the Fairfield Civic Center, 12 people showed up. I should have put the picture on the screen. I still got the picture. 12 people showed up. Technically, if the choir used to walk back here on the back of this hall before they step on stage, it's the picture from my first service. Like I want whoever touched this stage to realize this is a blessing. Don't overlook the obstacle. Can you imagine being 25 and God told you it's gonna be big? You get there the day before and put 1,200 chairs out and 12 people show up. You know how many empty seats that is? Imagine me sitting in this church and it's just the first 2 rows. Man, maybe God didn't call me to do this. No, God gifted me an empty room. Yeah, I gotta go, man. Y'all missed it. No, so he gifted me an empty room to develop my motives, to build my character. If you go watch old sermons when I was way back in the day with no beard, nobody in the church, it's the same Pastor Mike. It's because I realized if I quit over the obstacle, I'll never make it to the opposition. Put this in your notes. Obstacles are tests. Opposition is warfare. That's good. Obstacles are tests. Opposition is warfare. We're going to talk more about that later because I'm going to start going deep into warfare. I'm about to start giving, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I need you to tap in there because we're going to talk about what is spiritual warfare. We're going to talk about a lot of that because a lot of this stuff ain't spiritual warfare. It's just mess. Pray for me, I'm under attack. Okay, what's going on? They trying to cut my stuff up. No, you didn't pay the bill. That ain't warfare. We ain't got to pray about that. How much you need? No, just go ahead and ask. Let's not make it spiritual. We can't pray Alabama Power back on. Like, no, what are we doing? Now, God can send somebody to pay a bit, but you get what I'm saying? Pray for me, I'm under attack. No. You got in a relationship you shouldn't have been in. That's not an attack. That's not warfare. That's a decision. Put this in your notes. Obstacles are tests. I wore a jacket today because I knew I was going to say some good stuff. I wanted to look like a pastor today. It's the first Sunday. One of my church mothers said, at least on the first Sunday, at least look pastoral. So I gave her the black jeans with a jacket. Is that cool? Is that all right? So watch this. Obstacles are tests of your ability, endurance, and faithfulness. That's rich. Y'all still rocking with me? So did you hear me? Obstacles are a test of your ability, endurance, faithfulness. Okay, I want you to put this in your notes. Draw a box though, like a box. Put it like a box. Is this gonna be like your key legend for the next 4 weeks, okay? Put EQ, SQ, IQ. All right, one is intelligence, the other one is emotional intelligence, the other one is spiritual intelligence. You need all three. I'm just afraid we don't know when to apply them. We too emotional when it's time to be spiritual. Don't have enough spirituality when it's time to be intellectual. You get what I'm saying? So when we talk about David, look at this. Here's a SQ, spiritual IQ move. Before you complain about what's hard, ask God, is this training or an attack? We went on tour last year. We did like 45, 47, 50 cities. It was crazy, right? All right, and so what was funny was we got on tour and everybody who was on tour with me said, you was right. They said, you was right. When we were setting up at the Boutwell for 6 years, we had to get there every Sunday morning, unload, put the speakers up, put the sounds up, pull the drums out, pull the so-and-so. So it was almost like I used to say stuff like, one day, we're going to be on the road one day. And what I'm realizing is some of the stuff you call an attack is really training. So if obstacles are tests to your ability, endurance, and faithfulness, next note, opposition is warfare designed to break your faith, confidence, or commitment. Did you catch that? Opposition is designed to break your faith, confidence, and commitment. How do I know it was opposition? It's not that it hurt my feelings. It damaged my faith. Can I say something? Are y'all hearing me? Overflow all over. You're going to go through stuff that's going to hurt your feelings. God will have you feeling like this big. Has God ever showed out in your life and you thought you was hot? You know, like in basketball, like how you shoot 1 3, then you shoot another 3, then you just come up and throw it up like, oh, I'm on fire now. And then it just, boy, I was on fire one day, boy, I was prophesying. I was out of state. I looked at her later, I said, the Lord told me you got a son. She said, yes. I said, Lord told me to tell your son. She was like, oh my God, yeah. And then God didn't say nothing else. Then here I come, and your daughter, no daughter. I was like, golly. Maybe it's a niece. No, I don't have any nieces. Is there anybody 12? I got 2, the neighbor. That's how you can tell when they missing. They just start fishing, don't it? No, but the Lord, I was saying that comically, but I'm being honest. God will have you feeling this small. Watch this, because he will let you kill Goliath and lose the Bathsheba. How you kill somebody who trained to kill and lose to somebody who don't even know how to fight? Did you catch that? He'll let you conquer Jericho, then lose to AI. Think about if God lets you take Birmingham, then you lose to Morga. Look at y'all, y'all don't even know what Morga is. Who know what Morga is? Throw your hand up. You mean to tell me God blessed you to take Birmingham and then you lose to Pratt? Somebody said, wait a minute, I'm from Pratt. So let's talk about this. Jesus in the wilderness for how many days? What was he doing in the wilderness? Fasting and praying. All right. The obstacle is fasting for 40 days. That just messed you up and you don't realize it. Fasting is an obstacle. Tithing is an obstacle. That's why I stopped telling the whole church to give every Sunday. You want to know why? Because if you don't have spiritual intelligence, you're going to hear your pastor telling you to give as opposition. So I said, you know what, God, is up to you. I ain't going to even mention it. You're going to give. If not, that's between you and God. No, that became an obstacle for me. Because how you going to pay bills if don't nobody give? That was an obstacle for me. I was like, God, if it's your will, it's your bill. So when you have to fast, that's an obstacle. Tithing, giving, that's an obstacle. Treating people right. For some of us, it don't come easy. I'm petty by nature. Who am I preaching to? Come on, don't be fake now. You can be petty with the best of them. So when you choose to take the high road, that's you overcoming an obstacle. So look at this. Fasting for 40 days is a what? Obstacle. This was about, put this in your notes, discipline in preparation. This is good. This is good, man. Discipline in preparation. What's the opposition? When Satan showed up, what Satan tell him? If you're really son of God, turn these stones into bread. The devil's so dumb, but he's so cold too. Like when I tell you the devil, see, most of y'all lose to the devil because you don't properly respect him. He the best. You ain't never heard a pastor say that. The devil is the best at what he do. Hear me. No, hear me. Hear me. You don't properly respect him. He's the best antagonist. He's the best petty. He's the best type of evil. Don't sleep on him. The devil is prophetic. The devil had an anointing. Hear me. So the devil looks at him and says, if you're really the son of God, turn these stones into bread. Why would he ask him to turn the stones into bread? Because he was fasting. He didn't ask him to do something that wouldn't have made sense in the moment. Think about it. He hungry. Well, if you're really the son of God, eat some. It wasn't about his ability to do it. It was about the devil trying to block him from fasting. It was not about who he was. It was about who he was about to become. Am I talking to anybody? So the obstacle is what? Fasting. 40 days. What's the opposition? Satan's temptation. The enemy showed up to manipulate him into forfeiting his purpose. Had Jesus ate, he would have forfeited his purpose. Ask yourself, the last thing you gave into, what did you forfeit? Y'all don't like me today. Look at this. Satan didn't appear while Jesus, watch this, watch that, I need you to catch this. Satan didn't appear while Jesus was fasting. Pastor Mike, you wrong now. That's what the Bible say. No, you're looking at it wrong. He appeared while Jesus was at his weakest. Fasting was what he was doing. Being weak was what he was. That person didn't show up. That person didn't show up because you was dating. You failed because you was vulnerable. Weak eyes don't see clear. Jesus. Jesus, I'm on one. Okay. I know this ain't right. So this is just don't raise your hand because my church too bro, it's too real in here. All right, so some of y'all remember when you used to go out. Don't make no noises because I don't want nobody in your business. And then when you went out, you drunk something. Don't make no noise. All right? And then you got back in the car and was like, I'm leaving here with one. Don't make no noise. You got me? And then the next day, when you FaceTime or wake up, you sitting there like, and you know it's bad because your whole circle waiting to talk to you. Soon as you wake up, you all right? You straight? Why, PMJ? The lights was low? Your spirit was weak? Your vision was blurry? So you saw what you wanted to see. You didn't see reality. Some of us are paying for stuff in this season because we saw what we wanted to see, not the reality of who certain people and certain things were. Oh, I can go there if you really wanted me to. And the lesson is, put this in your notes. You don't get opposed until you're close to something powerful. I'm finna take out running. Some 7 of y'all should have put a praise on that one. You don't get opposed until you get close to something powerful. So what does that mean, PMJ? I want you to catch this. Look at this now. Watch this. SQ. Put this in your notes. If you put an SQ, what's that? Spiritual intelligence. What's the move? Because we move different. Here it is. Opposition Opposition usually intensifies right before breakthrough. I'm in the wrong church. Opposition usually intensifies right before breakthrough. Recognize the difference between a process you need to endure and an attack you need to resist. Please underline that in your notes. You are resisting what you should endure and attacking. Put this in your notes. Obstacles require strength. Opposition requires strategy. Yeah. So I can outstrong an obstacle. Oh, my body. But I got 3 more days on my fast. I'm going to stay strong. Oh, Lord, my body. I just need to be touched, but I'm going to stay strong. Oh, I got something I could do with this money, but I'm going to pay my time. I'm going to stay strong. See, that's the obstacle. So now I want you to walk away not feeling bad. I want to say something that a pastor won't say to you. All right? You're going to fail some obstacles. You're going to fail some obstacles. I was getting ready to do the Tamron Hall show like 2 weeks ago. It's going to air, I think, like March 7th or whatever. And so I'm standing there and I'm behind the door. So it's this big wall and they open the wall and you come walking out, you know, and you gotta walk. You know, you got to do the walk, right? I'm standing there and I feel like my heart finna come out my chest. Ask me why. For some reason, I'm getting ready to walk out and in my head I'm talking. Let's go, this is what you created for. Come on, touch the world. Love God, love people, make a difference. I always speak in tongues when I get nervous. Like, then out of nowhere, the devil put in my spirit, you ain't paid your tithes today. I promise, this is on my life. I'm standing there like, oh. So then I'm looking over like, I need my, like, see, certain things mean so much to me, I don't play with. Like, I'm the type of crazy that if I walk past a piece of paper and don't pick it up, I can be halfway home and I feel like the devil will be like, see, I told you he ain't, and I will drive all the way back. They was laughing at me at a 7-on-7 yesterday. I was picking up Chick-fil-A paper. Like, God, if I'm here and I see it, I'm gonna just put it. So I'm at the door and I'm like, I ain't paying my time. So in my head, the door was gonna fall on me. I was gonna sit in my seat, the legs was gonna break. My mic wasn't gonna work. I was gonna fall on stage. Cause in my head, I was like, oh my God, I'm finna mess up. And then the Holy Spirit said, Mike, the conviction wins. Because if you weren't who you were supposed to be, you wouldn't have felt nothing. And I'm saying that because I'm trying to tell you, you're going to make some mistakes. I'm not giving you a permission slip to act a fool. But live long enough, you're going to trip. Live long enough, you're going to trip. You're not Jesus. That's why you got to be careful when people try to make you feel horrible. So I thought you were saved. I am. I just didn't fulfill this obstacle. 7 of y'all gonna leave out here today. You know what? You ain't nothing but an obstacle. You are sick here, but I'm gonna endure you. I'm gonna be strong through. While Pastor Mike, go back a slide. I want them to see this if you don't mind. Go back one slide. Obstacles require strength. I gotta be strong. Opposition requires strategy. I gotta be smart. Next slide. Watch this. Obstacles require patience, resilience, and skill. I gotta be skillful. Okay, I ain't got enough money to hire who I wanna hire. I gotta figure it out. Put this in your notes. 2 types of systems. If you're building a company, building a brand, building an organization, 2 types of systems. Farm system, free agency system. Farm system, F-A-R-M, means I can grow it. I ain't know no superstar. I couldn't get in touch with no superstar producers. We had to figure that thing out. We grew it. We figured it out. I wasn't no superstar artist. He needed an artist. I needed a producer. He ain't know none. We had to figure it out. No, do it like this. Do it like this. Trial and error. You know, my favorite drummer was Aaron Spears. I ain't know Aaron Spears. I met Daniel. That's my Aaron Spears. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite drummer all the time right there. So it's like I had to grow. Pastor D wasn't Pastor D when he came. He talked too hard. He was a football player. God, want to do. I was like, hey, calm down. He still do it sometimes, don't he? God said he gonna do it for you. Right? And I'm like, hey, bro. This ain't Florida State. Like, take your helmet off. Leslie, one Leslie, tip, one tip, lady, one lady. Farm system means I'm gonna grow it. You got me? That's gonna be some mess in the family group text today right there. You know your boy, it's gonna be super messy tonight. I'm gonna post a thread on Instagram. But watch this, free agency means I can just buy it. I got the money, I go buy marketing. I didn't know that. Every clip you see on my social media, I edit that from my phone. Dre send me a 3-minute video. I chop, boom, boom, boom. So slide this over, put music on it, boom, post. I had to learn it. It required patience, resilience. Man, this only got 6 likes. Flip it around, boom. Man, I only got 12 likes. Oh, whoa, wait, that one got 15. What did I do on that one? I'm gonna put this on the front of it. All right, let's watch it. Boom. I posted at the wrong time. I need to post at 9:11:1. Okay, so how do I? That required patience, resilience, skill. Did you catch that? Skill. What's my first song I dropped? Say it. What it's called? No, it's not. I'm gonna show you. Watch this. Finish this sentence. And it's gonna be. I got it. What? My first song was, there's a blessing out there with my name on. Yeah, there's a blessing out there with my name on. Hear me, you gonna laugh when I say this, Rod. We didn't get it mixed. We went in the studio record. I put it on iTunes. I thought it was going platinum. Kingdom suffer revilers and the violent to take it by force. It is my destiny to be with. See, I don't even know that one. That song called Take the City Back. We thought that, we went on tour with that song. I called 6 pastors, can we come to your Bible study? We was at everybody's Bible study, holy fire in that thing. What happened, Pastor Mike? Go back one slide. It took resilience, patience, skill. It took a Daniel one day saying, hey, this trash. It's real. I ain't trying to be funny, but like this trash. It took a Ross and it took me saying, I ain't trying to be funny, man. I ain't doing it if we. Then it took resilience. Flop, 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 flop. Hold on. Hit, 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 hit. I got 7 of them things that don't sleep on your boy now. Come on. Come on now. But it took patience, resilience. I'm finna mess you up. I'm finna stop. I'm finna mess you up right here. I'm stopping. You can play softly. I'm finna stop. Your relationship gonna take patience, resilience, skill. Okay, so last time I tried to talk to him, we ended up fussing. Last time I tried to talk to her, we ended up fussing. So this time I'm gonna move slower. Be a little bit more patient and try to hear. All right? I know what they're saying. I'm gonna sit through this part because I'm gonna be resilient. Watch this. Now I'm gonna develop a skill on how to communicate. That takes skill. All right, I hear you, Doc. Look at the next slide. We're finna go home on this one. Opposition requires wisdom, spiritual strategy, discernment. Did you catch that? So go back a slide. If obstacles require what? Patience, resilience, skill. Opposition requires wisdom, spiritual strategy, discernment. This is so good today, man. I wish I had another hour with y'all, I promise. I mean this. You're going to hear me talk about Nehemiah a lot over the next month because they kept trying to get him to stop building the wall. What's the spiritual IQ moment, the spiritual intelligence of this? Put it on the screen. I want them to see this. Not everything deserves your energy. Obstacles require effort, but opposition requires spiritual wisdom to know when to walk away. I had somebody say to me about a week ago, they was like, man, you could possibly be the biggest gospel inspirational artist on the planet right now. They was like, bro, what you doing is insane. And I'm so disconnected from stuff, sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. Like I had a whole meeting with all these industry heads. They're like, do you know what you do in a week? I was like, no. Like, what? There's like people's gospel albums do 400, 500,000 streams first week. They say, hey man, doing almost 1 million streams a week. You got songs that stream. They start walking me through the stuff. They was like, but we afraid you're not gonna get there. I was like, well, tell me why. They said, because you walk away from too much. They said, no, you got to do this tour so you can be here. You got to walk in this room so you can meet so-and-so. I don't know, that's what they got to do. I'm not trying to build this incredible career. They don't get it yet. I do music because God called me to do it. I use that music as an evangelistic tool to make people see, oh, he preach? Once they see the word transforms their heart. Once their heart is transformed, they give their life to God. I would love a Grammy, don't have one. But you wanna know what I want more than a Grammy? Well done. My good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over that little city I gave you. Now I'm getting ready to make you ruler over, because not everything deserves your energy. Did you catch that? So what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh my God, I got so much I want to say. What does that mean? Obstacles are, I got to stop. Obstacles are about you. Opposition is about your impact. Obstacles are about you. Opposition is about your impact. That's something I have to always discern. Okay, God, am I going through this because it's something you want to develop me about? Or is Rock City Church close to something and the devil trying to break it? He's trying to break it. So look at me when I say this. Obstacles are designed to refine your skills, patience, and character. While opposition is a sign that you are doing, opposition is a sign that what you're doing is a threat to something bigger than you. Some of y'all catching opposition right now because you're a threat. I'm going to stop on these last three, and we're going to go home. Example, Joseph's pit is an obstacle. Remember when Joseph got thrown in the pit? That's an obstacle. His brother's hate for him was the opposition. See, the obstacle is how do I act and get out of this pit? How his brothers hate him is the opposition. The obstacle is, can I love people who don't like me? The opposition is the people who actually don't like you. Obstacle means this is in front of me. Opposition means they are. Jesus, Michael. So look at this. The pit was an obstacle. He had to endure the process of his development. His brother's portrayal was opposition. They didn't hate Joseph for who he was. They hated him for what he represented. Joseph's mistake is he shared his dream too soon. Not everyone can handle the weight of what God is doing in your life. Put this in your notes. We got three. I'm going to give you 3 more slides and I'm going to stop. Sometimes opposition isn't about you. It's about the anointing on your life and how it threatens others. Did you catch that? So what's the spiritual intelligence move? Move different. Here it is. Recognize when opposition isn't personal, it's prophetic. You got to recognize when opposition isn't personal, it's prophetic. So Pastor Mike, what are you saying to us in week 1? I'm going to stop right here, Leslie. What are you saying to us in week 1? Move different. That's what I'm saying. If you understand the difference between opposition and an obstacle, you move different. You move different. Father, in Jesus' name, I pray for spiritual discernment. Because, God, they don't realize if they mislabel obstacles as opposition, they'll become bitter at God instead of learning from him. So, God, in this moment, we ask that something I said really prick their heart to be what you called them to be. God, I thank you for every obstacle and every opposition. Because I know, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, because whether it's an obstacle or an opposition, you're right there with me. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Everybody said, come on, stand to your feet all over the building. Come on, clap your hands if you were blessed. Did you get anything out that word today? Let me say this to you before you leave, man. I want to really want to push you to just continue to grow in God. I want to say this to you. I'm just so proud of our church. When I see you do little things, and this means a lot to me, like go get a Bible. I know that might not be deep to some people, but that just says, Pastor Mike, I'm trying my best to be XYZ. I had a member tell me, Pastor Mike, you're going to laugh when I say this. They sent me a video on Instagram in my inbox. They said, I had a situation this week. I'm in my car about to go crash out. They said, I slammed on the brakes, but my Bible was in the dash. Said, as soon as I slam, it falls in my lap. She said, I looked down at that Bible and just went home. Said, Pastor Mike, had I got there, I would probably be in jail. And I know that may not be deep to you because you want to be super deep and you want all, to me, that's us trying our best to be what God called us to be, you know? And for that, man, I'm just uberly grateful. You may not know Jesus. I'm not going to put you on the spot, not going to call you up. Right where you are, if you can just repeat after me and just say, Lord, come into my heart. Make me over again. I confess with my mouth. I believe with my heart. You got out the grave with all power in your hand. And right now, by faith, I'm saved. Clap your hands, man. I mean that.